start turning brown.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a come to Homesense and a Homesense haul. These are probably one of my favourite videos, not only to film but also to watch. I just am obsessed with Homesense. I'm sure my husband would tell you that. I recently popped into store. I've also got a couple of bits from TK Maxx as well to show you. It's all homeware. I hoped that they'd have a little bit more autumnal pieces than they did, but obviously it's still early September, so I'm hoping to make another visit. I've got some annual leave coming up, so I'm hoping to go for another visit sort of mid-September time, and I'm hoping that they will have a lot more autumn bits and bobs in. Autumn is definitely my favourite time of the year. I absolutely love it, but I have got some autumny bits to show you still, so I did manage to find a few bits in store. So the first part of the video will be just a sort of general sweep through the store, just because I think it's always quite nice to see what kind of bits they have got. Definitely say that they haven't got quite as much at the moment, obviously due to the COVID situation. I think they've kind of stripped their shelves back a little bit. But even so, the first kind of half will be in the store, just showing you a couple of bits, and then after that I will show you the pieces that I picked up. What I'll do in the description box, if you're not interested in seeing what they have in store, I'll pop the time that in the video that will be where the haul is, and then you can skip straight to that if you want to. But if you haven't done so already, do make sure you are lovely and cozy. Grab yourselves a nice drink of choice, light your candles, make it nice and cozy, get all your blankets. I've definitely put the heating on already. And yeah, we'll get into the haul. Okay, so when you first come into store, you are definitely greeted by all the Halloween decorations. They have some amazing ones in Homesense if you're after Halloween pieces for your home. Lots of different pumpkins. I'd say there definitely wasn't the normal sort of pretty pumpkins, but lots of skulls and these sort of like orange felt pumpkins. They had quite a lot of those, and as you can see, sort of black cats, orange pumpkins, definitely not the normal sort of aesthetic pleasing pumpkins, salt and pepper shakers, and some Halloween sort of candles. And they had lots of different, you can see sort of like the sequiny pumpkins and the black ones, and then all these sort of boo pieces, quite cool for around your house. And then again, more skulls. You can see how many skulls they had. I swear more than they normally do every year. And then these super cute pieces as well. I'm thinking about you. Moving on to outside pots, you can see they had an amazing selection of pots for your garden, or even ones to use for in-house plants. Most of these ranged from around $4.99, so really affordable, to around sort of $25.99 I think they were, but sort of really natural in style and range of different colours still. As you can see, the selection was quite vast in store. Something in the atmosphere. Moving on to cushions, and as you can see, I was instantly drawn to these sort of mustardy autumnal coloured ones, but they always have an amazing selection of cushions in store. As you can see, ones with a variety of patterns and in a variety of different colours. Knowing soon we'll be back home. On to one of my favourite sections, which has to be their throws. I think their throws are such amazing quality and such an amazing price. They have again a huge range of different textures, colours and different patterns. Definitely some autumnal ones coming into store, as well as some Christmassy ones, dare I say it, and they're usually around the $16.99 mark. I'm thinking about you. Thinking on to some of their furniture. I always think their little side tables that they have are fantastic. They have these gorgeous gold body ones with this marble top. These were around sort of $89.99. I think they did range from $69.99 as well, but the marble top ones were obviously a little bit more expensive. They had lots of these sort of pink style ottomans. They were around $129.99, and these are gorgeous seats as well, and then obviously some more rose gold ones with some marble top. I was so tempted by some of these. And then they had some more plain tables as well, whether you want to use them for lounge or your kitchen, just to pop a little lamp on, or you could also use them for bedside cabinets if you can find a matching set. Again, ranging around from the £70 mark really. Had some more glass ones, and then some with some black marble top design, which I absolutely loved. These were $79.99 for the ones with the black marble top and the gold legs. Moving on to some of their glassware and sort of ornamental pieces. They did have quite a large selection in this store. Most of their vases and things are usually a really good price, sort of ranging again from $4.99 upwards. Lots of gold, lots of silver, and sort of like this smoked glass kind of style. As you can see, that's around $9.99 for that piece there. Again, a really large selection of colours in their glassware: pinks, reds, blues and greens. I think the red's quite autumnal, not that I actually purchased any bits of glassware, but again you can see really good prices for these pieces, $5.99, $6.99 for a lot of their glass pieces.
I wanna go there someday.
Loved this selection of little sort of gold glass pieces. They had a couple of marbly type ornaments as well that looked really nice, sort of for bookshelves as sort of ornament pieces. You usually have a really good selection of trays as well in store.
Either way on this chart, if you don't.
Another amazing section that they tend to have is the artwork. I love some of their canvases. I'm after one in particular that I have seen. I'm just sort of waiting to see if it'll come back into stock. But a nice selection of art pieces. They also had quite a lot of clocks, a big selection of different clocks as well. Something I always look at is their door knobs that they have. They usually have a really nice selection. They didn't have too many in store at the moment. The gorgeous ones that I looked at were sort of looked like they were from Anthropology. They're obviously not, but they do have that kind of style. So if you're looking for anything like that, I'd definitely check out Homesense. They had quite a good selection of mirrors as well. I really liked this sort of silver one. I think this was around $79, yeah, $79.99, but its RRP price was £200. Moving on to probably my favourite section, and that is the candle section. Sand and Fog is definitely one of the brands that I tend to lean towards when I'm in Homesense. Also Olivia Blake, I really like her range, and DW Home. They're probably the three that I tend to be drawn to the most in terms of their scents and also the aesthetic look of them. Have to say they didn't have a huge range of sort of autumnal scents yet. I'm hoping mid-September they will have got a few more sort of pumpkin scents in, but I did still manage to grab hold of some autumnal scents, which I will share with you a little bit later in this video. If you are a Wicker Baskets fan, I can highly recommend having a look in Homesense or TK Maxx. The range is crazy. I really am always drawn to this sort of more neutral kind of colour with the wicker, rather than the sort of more orangey toned ones, but they do have such a huge selection. I mean, you can see how many they had in store. Again, they're a really good price, normally ranging from around sort of $15.99, I'd say. Obviously some of the smaller pieces are a little bit less than that, and then they have sort of lots of good storage boxes as well in a range of colours. I love the selection of different types that they have. I love this sort of like black and the natural wicker kind of colour. Again, $15.99 for some of the smaller baskets, and you can often get sort of a matching set. Something I have been on the lookout for in Homesense is some of the Le Creuset mugs. I couldn't find any this time, but I did find these gorgeous sort of teapots. They were $12.99, down from £40 and £44. The Le Creuset stuff is lovely, but I kind of want it in a really natural colour, and I couldn't quite find those. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the pieces that I bought in store. I'm going to jump in probably with some candles. So this candle here that I've got burning is one that I picked up last year from Homesense. It's in Harvest Pumpkin. It's probably the best smelling candle that I have purchased from there. But I did manage to grab a couple of autumnal candles. The candle section is definitely one of the ones that I head to first because I'm obsessed with their scents. So the first one that I picked up was from Olivia Blake. If you've been following me, you know that I love Olivia Blake candles. I do pick up quite a lot of her pieces. This one was $12.99. The packaging is gorgeous. It is a little bit autumnal with the black and the gold. This is in the scent Cinnamon Bark and White Ginger, so still quite autumnal with the sort of cinnamon scent, and it is a large 3-wick candle, and you get an instant smell of it as soon as you open it. You can really smell the cinnamon, so it smells lovely for this time of year, and it's quite aesthetically pleasing as well with the white, the black and the gold, those tones. So that was $12.99 for that one, and for a candle that size I think that is a really good price. Okay, so moving on to the more autumnal scents that I managed to grab. The first one is by DW Home, which is actually the same ones that made this scent here, and this is in Spiced Pumpkin, and it was $5.99. It's just a single wick candle, but this just smells incredible. Maybe not the nicest of packaging, but it is quite plain, and I like the gold lid, and obviously the orange is very autumnal for this time of year, so definitely one that I had to pick up. Yeah, so that one was from DW Home, $5.99 for that one. And then the last candle I picked up and managed to get my hands on is this one, which is Vanilla Pumpkin. It's nutmeg, cinnamon and vanilla. Again, this was $5.99, and it's just got a really cute top there, picked from the Patch premium quality, and again from DW Home. Make DW Home. I really like the Sand and Fog ones, but I couldn't find any sort of autumny candles. They've still got all their summer ones from Sand and Fog, but usually Sand and Fog is someone that I always go to. But yeah, they've just got the little vanilla pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon and vanilla in the top lid as well. Again, $5.99, just a single wick, slightly sweeter than the spiced obviously, but really nice. So as you will have seen from the store footage, they have all the Halloween stuff out. Anyway, I love to decorate my home with lots of autumnal homeware, I'd say, and as you can see, they had quite a lot of pumpkins. A lot of their pumpkins, usually every year they have sort of like their beautiful glass pumpkins. I've got quite a few of those already. Wanted a couple of extra ones, but like I said, I don't think all of their bits and bobs are out necessarily. This one I picked up a little while ago. I think that was about $5.99. It's this white and gold one, and the only one I kind of managed to find that was kind of my taste was this little gold one here. So it's exactly the same style as this one, which is kind of why I picked it up. Again, $5.99 I think for this one. I can't remember if it's $5.99 or $7.99. I've actually taken the sticker off. But as you can see, it's just really cute very gold, this one, in comparison to, show you this one. So exactly the same sort of style, but full gold, and I just think they look lovely around the house. So I have ordered a couple of other pumpkins as well, which I can't wait to share with you guys, and some more autumnal homeware. But pumpkins, I tend to always head to Homesense or TK Maxx, usually have quite a good selection as well. Okay, so the next purchase is another autumnal one. So I am obsessed with the throws in Homesense. They always have just such an amazing selection in there, and they're so affordable and really good quality. I wanted one to kind of change up the colours a little bit, so I like to put a splash of sort of autumnal colours in our lounge usually at this time of year, and I was having a flick through and I found this one on the rail. It's this gorgeous kind of, I'd say it's kind of like a golden colour really, rather than sort of like a yellow. Has kind of a warmer undertone than sort of a yellow, and it's not quite as bright as an orange. And what I like about it is it's kind of got this cream tone in the middle, which kind of mutes that colour a little bit. It's got the tassels at the bottom. They're always really soft quality, and they're actually quite large. So obviously this is still folded, and you can see that's in half, and then it comes right out. It's going to be really difficult to show you, but these just look lovely, sort of thrown over your sofas if you're after just a splash of that sort of autumn colour coming through, but also perfect for in the evening when you're trying to just cozy up and keep warm. This was, I think, $16.99. Yeah, $16.99. Most of their throws tend to be around that price. I've got a couple to show you actually, because I picked up more than one. They're usually around the $16.99 mark. I know that they sometimes have some from like DKNY that are usually around the $29.99 mark, but still, again, a really good price for the quality of the throw that you get. So I actually picked up a further two. These are more kind of like a everyday sort of colour. I have one very similar to this already, but I absolutely love it. And it is this herringbone throw. I'm going to come close so you can see the kind of pattern. It's slightly grey, but quite plain. Again, very soft and very subtle in colour. This was again $16.99. It's got the tassel details again at the bottom, but incredibly large size-wise. So again, this one isn't quite as soft, but still very soft. Like, you can wear it, it's not in any way itchy. You can pop it over your shoulders and definitely use it to keep warm. But again, another one to throw over like a nice log basket or the edge of the couch, and it always looks nice. So $16.99 for that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch to TK Maxx and show you just the two pieces I picked up in TK Maxx. So these I've had for a little while. I actually included these in my homeware vlog, but I thought I'd chuck these in because I haven't done like a dedicated video. Is that these bits were still in stock, so I thought I'd still share them with you. Sticking with the throws, it is another one of these, and it is this one here with kind of like this zigzag pattern to it. Again, it's got the tassel detail, which I love, at the bottom. This one feels so soft. It's in this really natural sort of beige colour, so it's not creamy at all. For me, I prefer the much more beige sort of neutral tones, and this is definitely true to sort of that. I've got this white in a layer, so that helps to kind of break it up a little bit. This was again $16.99 for this one. This is a mixture of cotton, polyester and, well, it's 80% cotton, so really feels great quality. And again, they're pretty much all the same sort of size, but yeah, that's the inside, and then this beautiful beige on the outside. So that one was from TK Maxx, but I think they probably have the same one in Homesense as well. But then also from there, a bit obsessed with wicker baskets at the moment, and this time of year tends to be the time that I think, oh, I just want to get them all out. And we went for this log basket. It's quite a fair size, but I love the colour of this one. It's kind of a really natural wicker. This was $24.99, again an amazing price. I like the square sort of size of it, so yeah, that one was $24.99 from TK Maxx. Okay, so just the last couple of pieces to share with you. The first one is actually a tray. It's a heavy tray. I, quite a while ago, went into Homesense and found the most stunningly beautiful marble tray, which was only £25.99, and I have been on the lookout for the same one ever since, because I want one for, I'm using my current one in my dressing room, but I kind of really wanted one for the lounge. Haven't been able to find it, but I did again. So it is this beautiful white marble and gold tray. It's so heavy, but as you can see, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Can't believe this is £25.99. It's got this beautiful gold detailing running all the way around the edge, plain white marble. Using my arm muscles there to keep that up, and a really good size. This just would look lovely as a centerpiece in your coffee table. I have got one already, and have been looking for one that's very similar, and this is the one that I managed to find. They always have a really good selection of trays usually in their store, so and again, they're really affordable, sort of ranging from £7.99 up to, like I said, this one was £25.99, but it does feel like it's solid marble. So grabbed that one to pop some nice candles in for this time of year. To move on to the last item, which again is some kind of wicker basket. This is quite large, so it's going to be quite difficult for me to show you. So, as you will know if you watched my vlog, we have two retrievers who are incredibly spoiled and have quite a lot of toys that they tend to get out all at once, and then we have to put them all back in, and then usually the one that they want at the time is at the bottom of the basket. So they get them all out again, which I love because, you know, it's their house. They have the full run of our house, but we wanted something to store their toys in. At the moment we've got like a little round wicker basket, and they've got so many that I just can't fit them all in. So I wanted to get a little bit more of an aesthetically pleasing one to store all their toys in, and obviously one that was the right size. So using my arm muscles quite a lot, we found this. Well, it's more like a chest really than a wicker basket, and quite warm. It's this one here. Can you see? Lift it up so you can see the bottom. So it literally just opens like this, and it's really deep, so you can fit loads and stuff in it. And it's got the little handles at the side, so this probably will fit in a majority of their toys. There's two of them, so they've got quite a few between them, and quite a lot of large ropes and stuff. So obviously this we can still leave left open so they can easily get in it, but they're quite adapt to kind of getting in themselves. But obviously it's just nice at the end of the night and the end of the day just to tuck them in and keep them in here so they're all tucked away. But like I said, usually I'll just leave them in open so they can get to them quite easily. This is $49.99. Again, I think a really good price for a solid chest. And they had them in a range of different sizes. I think we went for the slightly larger one. There was one bigger than this, I think that was £75, and one smaller, which I think might have been around the £30 or the £25.99. But just really good for storage. Again, if you don't want to pop like dog clothing, you can pop anything in it, whether it be shoes as you come in the door. Really quite nice for a hallway to chuck sort of like your boots and things in. Also would be quite good for storing like blankets for this time of year. Could pop all sorts in there, but we've bought it because we wanted somewhere nice to pop our dog toys. So that was everything in today's Homesense haul. I hope it gave you some little bit of autumnal feels and showed you some of the autumnal bits that's starting to creep in with the sort of the more yellowy throws. They definitely had quite a lot of yellowy cushions, and a couple of pumpkins and nice candles in there. So I hope this gave you maybe some inspiration to head down to Homesense or your local TK Maxx just to have a little bit of a look through and maybe add some autumnal touches to your home. I've had a little bit of a break recently. We were actually away, I wasn't very well and we were away for a weekend, so haven't really had a chance to catch up with you guys, but I'm on a full train. I've got a huge number of videos planned for you over the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to do 2 uploads a week, so probably a Wednesday and a Sunday, or a Tuesday and a Sunday. Let me know what you guys would prefer out of the 2. Not sure if it will be a clothing haul next or a white company haul. Again, let me know if there's anything in particular you would like to see. We'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Hope you have a fab rest of your Sunday, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care, bye.